Well, good afternoon. It's a beautiful Tuesday. Finally got some rain, like the second time this year, so that's nice. If it's dark in here, that's because it is. No electricity, so just, you know, the natural skylights, all I got to go off of. But I am slightly under the weather, so if I sound weird, that's why. But alas, today we're working on Mater. Mater, the old girl got rode real hard at Deep Creek, and she's sad about it. She's not happy anymore about being a Honda. So I've got some parts from Honda, and I've got some parts from Amazon. We're gonna go ahead and tune it, make it a little more happy about being a Honda. Welcome to Town Creek ATV. So I've got two parts. All right. I've got a brand new, definitely non-factory carburetor, and a brand new air box because I broke this off at Deep Creek last time. So I went and ordered a brand new OE air box for it. And something I don't think anyone actually has anymore is the factory seal. So that should help with the water issue. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and bust out the old carburetor, bust out the old air box, get everything kind of cleaned up in there. And we'll start getting stuff reinstalled and hope that it fixes my issue. So let's get to demo. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get these two off because I need to try to save these Christmas tree clips if I can, because the new box did not come with those clips. Well, I didn't order them, so I didn't need them. So I'm gonna try and save on these guys. As best I can. That's not bad. There. Parts of the old air box off, and you know what? Let's not cut the top off. Trash. Now I have access to go ahead and start working on, probably get the carburetor out first, hopefully, and kind of go from there. See if I can get this line off without breaking it, like that. Now I have access to the carburetor. I don't want to have to pull the battery out, but I might just have to. Now, this Honda does have, looks like dual throttle cables. No, it's a choke cable. Okay. Got a choke cable, throttle cable. The fuel inlet was right there. So let's go ahead and work on getting this throttle cover removed. Get that off of there, so now I can actually have access to the throttle cable. So at this point, all I'm doing is rocking the butterfly up as high as possible and pulling out the throttle cable retainer nut and then working it back out of the actual carburetor itself. Unscrew the throttle cable and slide it out. Now I gotta get that choke cable out of there. I don't even think this is a factory carb. I think this is actually an aftermarket carb as well. I don't see any of the typical Mikuni markings on it. carbs out. Definitely not a factory carb, but it's definitely a newer one. Look how clean it is in there. Like, that butterfly is actually in really good shape. Now we'll see about getting this air box out of here. Okay, so all you missed while I was off camera is I swapped over all the parts from the old airbox to the new airbox. Absolute pain in the ass. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. But got the new carburetor here, and now I know definitively that I'm replacing that carburetor, the same carburetor, because it came with the same fuel filter. It looks exactly the same. It does come with the carb cover, as well as a new throttle cable if I wanted to replace it, which I don't. The only thing this one does not have that the other one did, oh no, it does have the choke right here. So this one actually does have the choke as well, so I can add that back into it too and have a functioning choke. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to putting this on here, and we'll go from there. I didn't have anywhere near enough line of sight down there or get my hand in the direct orientation to get that choke hooked back up. So just pull it back out, do it again. That's on there now. Let's go ahead and swap out this fuel filter. I think I'm going to replace this hose too. Touch you, okay? Just a quick note here, when you're installing a fuel filter like I'm holding in my hand there, you always want the filter side, not the empty side, to go towards the carburetor. So you want the filter side closest to the carburetor inlet and the empty side closest to your fuel source. Now I can set this hose back on the carburetor. Now I just gotta run my throttle cable, which I definitely should have done earlier. Okay. All right, so new carb, new filter, 2 new hose clamps. I got everything put back together. All we got left to do now is feed it some fuel and light the fire. Pray to Jesus that it don't blow up. It's on. Gas is on. Got fuel running down. Filling up the bowl. Give it a second to catch up. Throttle feels good. carburetor here. The second you plug that hole, it will run like crap. So that is in fact a breather. So I got some vent tube over there. We're going to run a line to my carburetor, to my snorkel. Alright, well that'd be a wrap on the Honda. Kind of a pain in the ass, but I mean everything went back together just like it was beforehand. And I look like a dream now, so I know it was in fact the carburetor, and I learned something new, that you have to vent the left side vent on that carburetor, else it would bog down. So there you go. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate everything y'all are doing. Peace.